Hi guys, it's Emily from Kitten's Book Corner, and I'm here with another book haul. Once again, my pile was not this big. My pile was literally like 10 books. And then I went to Goodwill and they had all these good books, and I was like, what the heck? Really? Really? So annoying. I'm going to show you the one book I purchased on my Kindle this month. It's the only one I purchased, and I think it's the only one I plan on purchasing. I purchased The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. And this is, I believe, about a girl trying to discover who she is. And she's like, she likes girls. And her conservative family does not approve of this. So I'm pretty sure that's what it has to do with, and I thought it seemed really interesting. The next three books aren't exactly books that most people would care about, probably. But if you are in love with the TV show Supernatural, you probably will care, because they are pretty awesome. The first one, I found these on Amazon because I was just browsing on Amazon and I was like, I need these in my life, basically. I bought them for friends for their birthdays. My two friends that are really into the show too. The first one I picked up was The Supernatural Book of Monsters, Spirits, Demons, and Ghouls, and I'm pretty sure this is all these are I'm pretty sure are a couple years old. But this has stuff all about different creatures, and it's told in Sam and Dean's perspective, and I've heard that they take jabs at each other throughout it. But I figured it'd be really cool to just read about the different creatures and see what it's all about. The next book that I thought was pretty awesome from the Supernatural show is John Winchester's Journal. This is also a couple years old. You can tell from Sam and Dean being younger looking. But this is their dad's journal. It has like the pictures he's drawn and like all the stuff about the creatures that they need to know and different like things that have happened to him, and I thought it seemed really interesting, and I'm very glad to have this in my possession to read it. And the final book is Bobby Singer's Guide to Hunting. And this is told in Bobby Singer's perspective, which I thought was pretty awesome, and it has stuff about lore and stuff about him. If you are a fan of Supernatural, let me know in the comments below and we can talk about the show. I am going to move on to the actual books that I bought. I'm going to show you my huge purchases from Goodwill. I think I spent $7 on all these books altogether. I got this series called The Sentimental Wars, and I don't know what order these books are in yet. I have to look them up on Goodreads. But I got 6 of them because the idea seems interesting. I got Finding the Lost, Dying Wish, Blood Hunt, Running Scared, Living Nightmare, and Burning Alive. Like I said, I don't know anything about these, just seem sort of interesting to me. And they're in like perfect shape and they were 50 cents, so not gonna pass that up. Then I found the Morganville Vampires Volume 4. I do not own Volumes 1 through 3. I don't own any of the books in the series. But 50 cents, I decided to just grab it because why not? Oh, it has a little bit of water damage, sort of, but oh well. Still in pretty good shape. I'm excited to get into this series, though. I also found My Soul to Take by Rachel Vincent. I don't know if this is book 1 in this series or not, but I really like this cover, and it's like in perfect shape, so whatever. I also picked up White Glove by Holly Black because I have not read any Holly Black, and I need to, so I figured I'd start with this series, and I know where to get the second one cheap, so I will pick that up too soon, maybe. Maybe not. I don't need to buy books. Stop buying books. The next book that I found was The Art of Fielding, a novel by Chad Horbach. I love, love, love this cover a lot. This is a little damaged, but oh well. I love this cover. I love this. I forget her name of her channel, but I know she had to read this for class and she really enjoyed it. It seems very interesting and apparently it's very thought-provoking. Next book I found was Ripper by Amy Carol Reeves. I've never heard of this story. I mean, I've heard of Jack the Ripper, but I've never heard of this actual like retelling of the Jack the Ripper story. I read, what did I read? The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, which is a retelling of Jack the Ripper, and I thought that was a really, really interesting. It was an interesting topic to read about. So I want to read another one. So when I saw this for 50 cents, I picked it up. But I got Tuesday Next. First among sequels, it says. Something Rotten. The Well of Lost Pirates, and I really actually like this cover. I think it's a really good cover. Cute cover. Not cute. Good cover. I don't know. I think this is part of the Air Affair series, though, so I need the first one. And the last Jasper Fforde book I picked up was Lost in a Good Book. The only thing about this is there was a sticker here that won't come off, and it's annoying. This is a sticker too, but this was like this when I bought it. The exciting thing about this book that I figured out is that it's signed. Yes. I found a signed book in a thrift shop, and that makes me excited. Yee. Next book, my mom gave it to me because she didn't want it. Well, she wants me to read it. I think mostly she reads a book and she doesn't really care to keep it anymore, so she sort of gives me a lot of her books. But it's Dark Star, Confessions of a Rock Idol by Kristen Mapes. And I'm pretty sure this is like a Christian story, but whatever, you know. Not gonna complain. Seems interesting. The next book that I got was The Extraordinary Secrets of April, May, and June. And this is by Robin Benway. I've been wanting this and I've had my eye on it for a while. So I finally just decided to pick it up. Next at Goodwill I found Finnegan of the Rock by Melina Marchetta. Yes. She wrote Jellicoe Road. I need to read that still, but yeah. This is a gorgeous cover. I really like it. I also found this, and I didn't even know this book existed, and I don't know if anyone else does either. But it is so awesome. It is, like, epic. Wizards. Magical Tales from the Masters of Modern Fantasy. Never before published stories. And it includes Neil Gaiman, Garth Nix, Ian Colfer, and others. Which is totally epic because it's all stories by different authors about wizards. What? What? This book, a friend of mine decided he didn't want it anymore because he had read it and he didn't plan on rereading it. So he gave it to me. And that book is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And this is a really nice copy of it. I like it a lot. It has silver pages and a little bookmark. And the side is all pretty. And the back. I am excited to read this. It is just a very well put together book. And I really like that. So, yes. On to the last books. I got Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I've read this, but I don't really remember it. I just watched the movie and I really liked it. And like I said, I might try to reread this in April because good book. And I picked it up at Goodwill for $2, so I'm not gonna complain. Next, I got, ooh, this is heavy, but it's Wonderstruck by Brian Stilsnick. I really liked The Invention of Hugo Cabaret, and this is sort of the same thing with pictures. And this cover is absolutely gorgeous. Next, I picked up 450 from Paddington by Agatha Christie. I have been wanting to get into Agatha Christie and more mystery novels, but all the copies that are always at the thrift shops are all like old and gross. But this is actually a decent copy of a book, so I grabbed it, snatched it up. Next, I picked up Triangles by Ellen Hopkins, and I got this at Barnes & Noble for $6. And this is, apart from Burned, the only Ellen Hopkins book I did not own, besides, oh, and Glass. And I haven't read it. And I want to read Tilt, but I have to read this first, because I want to. Then, the last Goodwill book I have is Shades of Earth by Beth Revis, the final book in the Across the Universe trilogy with the crappy cover that I despise because I loved the other covers, but plenty of people have ranted about that already, so I shall not. First one is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, because I have not read this yet, but I've been meaning to. These two are the only 2 books that I have bought at full price. That is it. The rest of these are all, I think the most I spent was like $3. So, that is why I justify buying so many books when I don't need them, because cheapness. And I picked up, as you can probably tell, the second one in this series, Scarlet series companion. I guess they're Chronicles, because it says Lunar Chronicles. These covers are gorgeous. They will look pretty, pretty, pretty on my shelf. Yay! This excites me. I just love books. I just really love books. Eek. Those are all the books that I picked up in March. I'm not planning on buying books in April, but I say that all the time. I don't plan on buying any more books. I need to read what I have. And then I end up with 20 books, so probably shouldn't say that, because then I'll just end up giving you another haul in April. Oh well. Like, I'm not planning on going to Barnes & Noble and splurging or anything like that. I'll put it to you that way. Oh, I want to thank you all for subscribing to me. Hi. Hi. You guys are awesome for subscribing. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I believe it's below. So, yes. When I get to 50 subscribers, I am debating about doing a bookshelf tour. We'll see. We shall see. You have to let me know if you want that. Alright, I will talk to you all soon. Hopefully with like a book review, because I haven't put up a book review since last year. So I am off to go get ready for work and then head to work for the rest of the night. And then go to sleep. Yay! Okay. Now that I am talking way too much because I am home alone and have no one to talk to, so I'm just blah 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 talking non-stop, I am going to stop talking. I almost said shut up. I am going to stop talking and let you all go. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.